So I thought that I would show you guys everything that we got today. For reference, we haven't done a big grocery shopping in like a few weeks. We've just been like going to the store to grab things here and there, so we really needed to do this. Also, I got a few things delivered yesterday, and I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out of the bags. We went 2 different places. We went to Fresh Market, which I think is affiliated with like Whole Foods. Where we live, we don't have a Whole Foods, we don't have a Trader Joe's. It's really hard to find good vegan substitution sometimes, but Fresh Market has a lot of stuff. We got some of these pico de gallo chips. We haven't had these before, but we have had this brand before. They make like a jalapeno and agave flavor. It's really good. These are just for salsa or hummus. This is something else we haven't tried before. We have had seitan like out eating, but we haven't ever made it at home, and we haven't been able to find like a ready-made version that we could try. So we're gonna try this, even though it's chorizo flavored, and that's not really my thing. Whenever we have had seitan like at restaurants, it's like one of the best fake mock meats, whatever you want to call it, that I've had. Amazingly good. So I really want to try some seitan. Or if any of you have like a recipe to make your own seitan that you like, please let me know. I'm dying to figure this out. One thing that I always get at Fresh Market is my coffee. I'm a sucker for flavored coffee, and they make this chocolate cherry coffee, and I have it every morning. I can't live without it. I get 2 bags and I freeze it so I don't have to go there all the time. I picked this up when I was there just because I've never heard of anything like this before. This says it's pure water harvested from trees, and it's organic sparkling lime flavor. It says harmlessly harvested from the only renewable source for pure water on earth, the maple tree. You're preserving Earth's dwindling water sources with the very first ever USDA organic certified pure plant-drawn water. I just thought it was cool. I'm also already drinking this juice. I get there all the time. It's called Natalie's Cold Pressed Juice. This one has blood orange, elderberry, turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. And I love me some cold pressed juice. I got a container of raw cashews. This is for a recipe I'm making later this week. I'm sure you guys will see that later. These are my favorite udon noodles. We eat these often, and in our area, store by store, they've stopped carrying them. So now this is the only store I can find them in. So another thing I haven't tried before, but I love pickled everything. And these are pretty much just like pickled fermented carrots. And it's just a small little bag of them. I feel like it would be really good just like on a side, like a lunch side, beside your sandwiches or something like that. One of these, instead of eating a pickle, I feel like it's really interesting. Salsa. They have a great chocolate selection at Fresh Market, and sometimes it's hard to find vegan chocolate. This is one of my favorite chocolate brands ever, and this is one of the best flavors that I've had. It's cashew butter and vanilla bean dark chocolate. They're so good. Everything I've had from this company is so good. I also really like the Endangered Species Company. I really like the one that has peanuts in it. These are the candy bars that I got today. I always just like to have chocolate in the house. I don't eat these all at once. I'll eat like 1 piece at a time, and it's just enough. Dark chocolate is so much more satisfying than not dark chocolate. Whenever we really want junk food and cookies, these cookies are amazing. They're vegan, they're already made. You put them in the oven, you wait 13 minutes and they're done. and I've had non-vegans try these and they can't tell a difference. It's nice when you can find vegan convenience items because I feel like it's just so rare that you find that stuff, especially where we live. And of course, this isn't like what our diet is made out of, but it's nice to be able to have these things sometimes whenever you want them. So I appreciate that I can find them sometimes. Another thing from this company that I love, these are chocolate covered cashews, and they have vanilla bean in them. They are vegan, they're delicious. And the last thing we got there is a jar of soup. Another thing we haven't tried yet, but this is just pure water from a national park. Red bell peppers, zucchini, tomatoes, carrots, onions, sea salt, basil, thyme, and rosemary. So I'm pretty excited to try this. It looks really good. It's a product of France. It's just enough for 2 people. So moving on to the next store. Maybe I'll like slide all of this over. All right, the next place that we went today is Publix. That is where we get most of our stuff. They have a nice selection of vegan items, but I also really enjoy all the produce that they have. This Ezekiel bread is something that I always like to keep in the freezer. That way, if we ever run out of bread, I have it in the freezer. It's a healthy-ish alternative to bread. I like the sesame one a lot. And I don't eat this as bread. I keep it frozen and I make it as toast only. I actually don't like the consistency of this for bread at all, but as toast, it's amazing. And it has all of these flavors of nuts and seeds in it, so it has a really complex flavor. It's delicious. I also really like this Good Seed bread by Dave's Killer Bread brand, and it has nuts and seeds in it, and one slice contains 3 grams of protein, and they're vegan and they're so good. I like these in the morning. Really good as toast with hummus on top or like avocado toast. We use wraps quite a lot. We use them to make vegan crunch wraps. We use them to make burritos. Sometimes I stuff them with broccoli slaw and lettuce and make little lunch wraps out of them. We use these a lot. I got a bag of spinach. This is mostly going to be for smoothies. And I got some like chopped salad. I just like small pieces of lettuce. I told you that I got some groceries yesterday. Yesterday I got a bag of butter lettuce and some romaine. So we're stocked up on greens. I got some cauliflower. This is going to be I'm going to make a lot of roasted vegetables this week in the oven, and I already have carrots, and we're going to do a lot of cauliflower. We go through so much broccoli. We eat broccoli a lot. Nice bag of apples. Apples with peanut butter is a great snack. We made our own apple cider last week in the Instant Pot, and I'm sure we're going to be doing that again because it was so easy and it was delicious. Apples are just a great thing to keep around. I got 2 regular sweet potatoes. I am going to be using these to make some black bean quinoa sweet potato fritters. White sweet potatoes. I know I've said this before. White sweet potatoes taste like cake. They're amazing. I am going to be chopping these up into cubes and roasting them along with the cauliflower and broccoli and bell peppers and onions and carrots. Roasted vegetables. It's one of my new favorite things. I also got a couple of regular baking potatoes. We like making baked potatoes a lot. A bell pepper for roasting. Got a few avocados. These are for avocado toast, avocado sandwiches, salads, wraps. A couple of tomatoes. And a container of guacamole. And I have another whole bag. Okay, strawberries. They're one of our favorite fruits. I got 2 containers of tofu, and I like to get these ones that are in 2 separate blocks, so you only have to open half at a time. 1 block seems to be the perfect amount for 2 people for dinner. If we're pan frying it, or if I'm breaking it up to make scrambled tofu, it's just like the perfect size. I always make sure I buy organic, and I always keep tofu in the fridge. Got some frozen mango. This is for smoothies. It's just one of the fruits that I don't have in the freezer right now, but in the freezer right now I have cherries and bananas and blueberries and strawberries and raspberries, and now I have mango. Also, in the world of fake meats, we really love Gardenia, and we got some crispy chicken patties. These we like to chop up and put into recipes where we feel like we just need a little something extra, and if we don't feel like tofu. Gardene's chicken is amazing. They make little chicken sliders too that come with buns and everything that are vegan, that are one of our favorite things. We already have those in the freezer. It's one of the things I bought yesterday. And these are new. We haven't actually tried these ones yet, but they are just hot chicken tenders, again by Gardenia. So good. We always make sure we have pasta sauce in the pantry, so if it's a day when we don't feel like cooking, we have so much pasta, and we always like to keep pasta sauce. This is one of my favorites. It's caramelized onion and roasted garlic. Also, these are some of my favorite jars for storing things in. So after we're done with them, I always wash them, and then I fill these up with quinoa, nuts and seeds, flour, sugar. I put everything in these jars, and it makes our pantry just look like amazingly organized. This is another brand of udon noodles. I was telling you how hard it is to find the other ones that we really like. So I saw these today and got a bag of them so we could try them. We actually went to this store first, so I didn't know I was gonna find all of the other ones. So I'll try these out and I'll let you guys know how they are. But I've never had bad udon noodles. Vegan macaroni and cheese is a struggle. When you buy it in a store, it's not good. It's not. However, Chow cheese is the best vegan cheese ever for anything. I love it so much. So the fact that they made a macaroni and cheese, I'm really excited to try it. I'm not excited that the only instructions are for the microwave, and I don't use microwaves. But I'm gonna figure out how to make this on the stovetop or in the oven. I don't know, there's gotta be a way. You're out of ketchup. Okay, I got some beans. I got black beans, and I'm going to use this to make fritters with the sweet potatoes, but then also we use black beans a lot to make things like bean burritos and vegan crunch wraps. So I got a couple cans of these, and then I got some chickpeas or garbanzo beans. I like making my own hummus, and that's what I'm going to use these for, but they're also so good if you like put them in a pan and roast them with some spices. Then they're so good on top of salads, or you can roast them in the oven and get them like really crispy. And they're really good to snack on or put on top of things. So I got a few cans of these as well. this is our grocery haul. We have so much stuff here, but a lot of it is going into the freezer, so it lasts for a while. And I mean, we shouldn't have to go to the grocery store now for like, I don't know, a week and a half, and then only to get some like fresh produce. So how different is this than when you go grocery shopping? I really like watching what other people buy, what other people eat. I'm just really curious about that kind of thing. What are your must-haves when you go to the grocery store? I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gave you a few ideas of new things you could try, or kind of show you what a vegan grocery haul looks like with different meal ideas. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. I will see you next time.